פנה מצמצתי לאט, אחי. אוקיי, מה... This is a game about blinking. See every time you blink. The game will notice. See how this works? Try blinking on the white symbol. אני לא לוחץ. זה לא מזיז את הראש. When you see a metronome and blink, you'll jump forward. Keep blinking. זה עוזר לי להתקדם כאילו, אחי.
That's mine. Well, hello there, stranger. Woo.
אני מפחד למצמץ.
Bright and shiny one, aren't you?
רגע, אני רוצה כתוביות. resolution, subtitles. יש עברית? יש הכל חוץ מעברית, נו ברור. English.
I ask you for your name, but sadly you got no mouth to speak with or hands to shake with.
למה אני לא רואה את הכתוביות? אחי. Some gameplay features will be later, no?
To look down with.
איפה הכתוביות?
So we're gonna have to find another way. See, what you'll find is, even though you're no longer in your body's still inside of you. If that makes any sense. So, if you understand what I'm saying, blink over my hand here. You remember blinking? Ooh, well look at that. You're a blinking genius. I knew you were special. You see all them poor souls down there, lost in the waves? I didn't choose any of them. I chose you. See, I just sometimes get a sort of a hunch, or what's a better word? Notion? No, a better word than that.
Master Splinter.
A premonition when a soul's worth pulling up.
אז מה, הוא מלאך המוות כאילו?
Now you see that tower out there? Big scary one? That's where I'm taking you to see the gatekeeper. To be judged.
Mama!
I'm gonna present your case. Tell her the whole story of your entire life, from proud to stern. Now if she's impressed, I get paid the big coin, and you get yourself a spot in her magnificent city. If she ain't,
וואי, זה נשמע כמו משחק טיל,
I'd say go for dinner again, and you, well, we don't have to worry about that, because I am the best orator you'll find on these sickly waters. Class A storyteller, believe you me. Oh, shut up, you trash birds. You had your chances. It wasn't my fault you were no good. Layabouts.
אחי, זה נראה טוב.
Satisfactory. Clock watchers. I got some words for you.
אוקיי, זה לא נראה טוב.
Sorry you had to hear that. So sure, maybe I'm not the most verbose storyteller out there, but I know how to spin a yarn if I'm given something to work with. And that's where you come in. Your life. You're gonna show it to me.
לא.
I want to see exactly what made you so absolutely great.
אהלן, אני.
So, just think back to the very beginning. The first thing that you can remember. I'm gonna send you there.
לרקוד עם חצאית
But
בגן.
understand, no matter how much you like it, you're not gonna be able to stay. Right? Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time. Could be a second, could be 5 years. That's just how this thing works. Alrighty then.
Okay.
I hope he's ready for this. Now, the next time that you blink, I'm gonna send you back. Now, don't be afraid. And just try to enjoy it this time.
אוקיי. אז כאילו כל פעם שעושים בלינק, זה כאילו מעיד אותנו קדימה בזמן, אוקיי. השתקתי,
Look at that sun. We've got a long, beautiful day ahead of us. Why are you smiling like that?
אומייגאד, זה כזה חמוד. אני גם אוהב את הגרפיקה, ממש, אחי. מה, אני תינוקי? זאת אמא?
Let's go get you some seashells. What do you say?
כן, אני רוצה seashells. אמא, אני רוצה seashells. אמא?
You see that big spiky plant over there?
אמא!
That's called agave.
אגב,
The day really slipped away, didn't it?
איפה seashells?
Oh well, days have a tendency to do that, I guess. Now where's the first page of my piece?
לא רוצה למצמץ. לא
I
למצמץ.
can't find it anywhere. Did I put it in here? No.
מה? לא מצמצתי, אחי.
Go ahead, kid.
אני אמור לדעת שאני בעלה, גרי. למה אתה מגלה דברים, אחי?
Look at that. There's your little hand.
איך אני בעלה? איך?
We have to make him do this every...
למה זה קופץ? אני לא עשיתי כלום.
Oh, you want to play along with Mommy, don't you? Give it time. I'm sure you'll be better than me soon enough. Now, where was I?
זה בדיוק מה שאני עושה עם צוריאל היום. מה שאנחנו עושים איתו כל ערב.
Sounds good, honey!
I'm sending it to my
זה
mentor
כזה
next
חמוד.
week. It has to be perfect.
Well, sounds pretty perfect to me.
What do you like about it?
היי!
I like the music.
That's very specific.
I also like...
Look at his little face. What do you think he's thinking about?
I don't know. Probably solving the problems of the universe.
אפשר לזוז? לא.
So... No, it's not derivative. At least I didn't think it was. Do you think you could tell the other members of the selection committee what I just told you? Right. No, I'm sorry. I guess I just put a lot of expectation on this call. Okay,
זאת
I
כן אמא שלו,
understand.
אחי.
Thank you for considering my piece.
סתם חפרת.
It really means a lot.
אמא?
Oh, that's sure a little mess of color.
לא. אנחנו נשמור את
You
זה,
know,
לא
if you
נזרוק.
keep working at it, one day you'll be able to paint exactly what's in your head. You'll be a real artist.
אוי, בטעות זה. בטהובן.
See? That used to be my piano.
אני מנסה לא
My dad gave it
למצמץ,
to
אחי.
me. He loved music. Fled his home country just to have a chance to pursue it. He made me practice so much. I hated it at first.
אוי, זה כזה חמוד.
I
ברוך
think he hoped
הבא,
to make it
תודה רבה.
further than conducting the high school choir. Never said anything though.
אם אני מצמץ
He was
עכשיו,
like my
זה
call.
יעביר אותי קדימה בזמן. שיט.
Okay, Benny. Are you ready to see something really special?
I just don't want him to get attached. Richard,
What?
that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
We can't keep him, can we? I mean, I'm pretty much definitely allergic, so no, right?
No. We'll find someone to take him.
נטוי לי!
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember? There you go. Doesn't that
יואו,
make
איזה
you feel
חמוד זה,
happy?
אחי.
Like you just want to jump up and down? Now what about C minor?
C minor.
You remember how to play that one?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. Just one note different. That one sounds sad, doesn't it? Amazing what a difference one little change can make on how a person feels.
אמא
Sort of
חולה.
like me and your little friend on your piano there.
לא למצמץ. לא, אל תמצמץ, בלקביר. תהנה מהרגע. תהנה. מצמצתי.
She was in grad school studying composition. I never met anyone like her.
גרי, אם אתה נותן לי
הייתי
ספוילרים,
כאן,
גרי, אני
הייתי
אתן לך... אני לא יכול לתת לך בן, אחי, זה בלתי אפשרי, אבל לא לתת ספוילרים!
I think she liked that I was a professor.
מתי הם אמרו את זה?
Gave me a certain gravitas.
אז אני דפוק, אחי, סליחה.
Which I very quickly lost.
חשבתי שהיא תמות מזה. הוא גלה לי פה דברים עוד לפני. אני לא מרוכז.
God, she dragged me to so many places. It was wonderful. Where would you want to go if you could only go to one?
יוון.
What?
למה זה מעביר? אבל אני לא ממצמץ וזה מעביר, אחי. לה לה.
Wait, that's my piece. How did you figure out how to play that? Richard, are you hearing this?
What?
He's playing my piece. He must have figured it out by ear.
אשכרה.
I mean, I was a gifted kid, but he's brilliant.
רק משמיעה אני
We need
מנגן
to
את
get
זה
him
כאילו.
into serious piano lessons.
אוקיי, אז כל דבר שיהיה פה, ככה, זה ייחשב כאילו מצמוץ, הבנתי. מה קרה לחתולים שלי, אחי? הם חתולים. הם מתחתלים.
Oh God, I have my interview in 5 minutes and I completely forgot to feed him.
Scrubble, scrubble, scrubble.
Don't worry, I already did.
נו, פנים ממצמץ.
Excuse me, of course, sir. It's all organized into folders, sitting ready on my kitchen table. They will literally be on your desk when you get in. What could possibly happen to the files between now and tomorrow morning? We are fine.
אוי, נו, מצמצתי עוד פעם.
When's he coming?
I'm flying him out in February, remember? You know, I think he was pretty surprised that I could actually afford to do that.
Hey, why not? You're a working woman now.
I guess that's true.
Don't let it go to your head, but yeah.
Please let the cat no. It's time to use the litter box, though.
Baby steps. He's got one eye.
אה,
This is called a metronome. We use it to measure time so we don't get lost in the music. I want you to start using it before Grandpa comes to visit.
אוקיי, סבתא, אמא.
You know, my father once told me, when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius, which might live on after you're gone. So I asked him, what about your children? Thinking, I might be a work of genius just as I was. He said, yes, I suppose. If you made a work of genius, I could live on through that as well.
אחי, זה משחק
I
חמוד.
haven't seen him in over 10 years.
אני אוהב שזה גם עם
Can
מוזיקה.
you believe that? I wonder if he'll even recognize.
לא, אבל לא, אני לא ממצמץ, זה לא עובד טוב. באמת, אתה רואה את כל החיים שלך מההתחלה עד הסוף, כן? לא, אסור לשים כלום פה. ביי, לעשות את זה בלי המצמוצים.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
כן, הבנתי את זה ליד. הזמן, הוא אמר, הזמן זז או...
Subdivide the time. 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e and a 1e and a 2e and a 3e and a 4e.
You're off. You're off, Ben. You can't hear that?
There you go, buddy. Okay, now keep a firm grip on it.
אפשר לעשות את זה
Just like
בלי
that.
המצמוצים. ראיתי.
Oh my.
אה.
Well, don't think you like that, pal. Sorry, buddy. Turn around, Elle, so we can photograph you.
I'm just really behind right now.
אוף, רציתי לפגוש את
Why
סבא.
don't you take photos in the backyard? It may not be interesting at first, but if you keep going back out there every day, you'll be surprised by how much it changes.
אני מניח שאני אלך החוצה. מה קורה? מצפה.
Ernie, buddy.
Ernie!
Ernie.
Ernie, we need you!
God, Elle,
Ernie?
what if you got eaten by a coyote?
So you're saying it's a coincidence that it disappears for weeks and then comes back with a huge belly?
But Ernie's a boy.
And you're sure about that? I'm still not understanding how you let this happen.
I don't know. I didn't think about it. It just
יש לך טלטולים, חשבתי שזה
You just
זכר.
happened to find a stray cat in the alley. We keep it even though I hate cats. And now it just happened.
He keeps coloring the grass blue, the ocean green.
Are you able to pick up a new book?
Yes, the galleon of particular interest.
I meant Benny's book.
זה יצירת אומנות, אחי, מה שאני רואה פה.
Extremely expensive, right?
Can't put a price on learning.
I mean, they did.
Wow, it's very nice.
אוקיי. לא למצמץ, 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 אסור למצמץ, אסור למצמץ, אני לא ממצמץ, צ'אט, העיניים שלי יבשות, אני לא מזיז את העיניים מהנקודה הלב, שייס, מצמצתי.
I know, it seems impossible that you could ever play something so complex. But just take it one day at a time. Trust me. You're really getting there, honey. Next week we'll start working on your other hand.
What?
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
quiz said find the zero, and he just drew an arrow.
קיבלתי E. או שזה F, מה זה?
Congratulations, B! First of many, I'd assume.
יש מצב גדול שיהיה סרט, כן.
I want that box full by the time I
אנחנו
come
עוברים
in.
דירה.
If you don't play with it anymore,
This isn't my house. It's not my house. Fall back, you fool.
היי,
I'll
קלואי.
have your heads. I'll feed them to the cat. Hey, you. Yeah, you. Come over here.
מטרידה
Yes,
מצוין.
Mr. Camera Boy. I'm talking to you.
אני בא. קצת ביישן, את יודעת, פעם ראשונה שאני רואה בני אדם שהם לא אמא ואבא. אני בא.
Why are you always out here taking photos?
אין לי חיים.
You know, if you really want to take a photo of
שלום,
something
קוראים לי
cool,
בלז.
you should take a photo of this.
כן. הנה.
Chloe!
Oh shoot, I think I gotta go. But, try to take a photo of me running into my house. I'm pretty fast, so I don't think...
אוי.
Quiet, everyone. Betty's about to play for us.
אני תותח.
Wow, L, he's unbelievable. My God, I didn't realize our head of accounting was raising a musical prodigy.
Didn't you used to be a composer yourself, Elle?
No, I don't know if I'd say that.
But you used to write your own music, right?
The class is world history. My name is Mr. Isaac. The class will be broken up into
Hey, you.
units.
Look on your desk. I wrote you something.
We are in the same class. What a coincidence. Please keep in mind that while we're at school, we don't know each other.
This is a
Do
quote.
not talk to me ever.
I
Love,
want each
Chloe.
of you to
Love?
write it down.
Don't even look at me.
Not doodle on the sidelines, not stare
Stop
off into
staring at
space.
me, creepy.
היי. קוראים לי בלז. Those who cannot remember the past are
Now
condemned
we'll
to
go on
repeat
to the
it.
next slide. Chloe, tell me, what did the quote say?
Right, I definitely know this.
You were taking notes, weren't you, Chloe?
אתה מדבר על חברה
of
שלי.
course. Come on, dude. Help me out.
Come
למרות
on,
שאת לא רוצה
Chloe.
עזרה.
We're all waiting.
So those...
לא, אבל אני לא ממצמץ,
tried to
אחי!
convince your father not to buy you that thing, but he insisted. Half suspect he bought it for himself. The little guys are pretty cute, though. I will admit that.
Cone Masters.
Oh, I want the job of whoever gets paid to think of that crap.
טוב, מצמצתי.
I've definitely seen you next door, but I didn't realize you guys had become friends.
Oh, sure. We sit together in history class. I don't know what I'd do without old Benny.
Very sweet. Thank you for playing this game with
The Red
him.
Lobster
Your
appeared.
dad just thanked me for hanging out with you? That's a very interesting detail.
מה לעשות?
Okay, shut up.
It's called a magnet school. It's about an hour away in a town called Burton.
אני
I
רוצה
know
להבין
the
מה זה כל היציאות האלה עליי
but
בשעה
I
האחרונה.
just
אתה
want
רוצה
you to
מכות
go
לקרחת?
in and meet the teen I spoke with.
הכרתי את החברה הראשונה שלך.
You know, life can take you to some incredible places if you're really, really good at something.
או,
So what do you think, Benjamin? You think you could excel in that sort of an environment?
סליחה?
Sorry, he gets very shy.
Oh, not to worry. If he's as gifted as you say he is, shyness is no problem. Why don't you two come back closer to the end of the year for an audition? We'll get a few pieces that you can have him start learning.
אוקיי. bah.
as you can see, there are some very fast runs in there, and a lot of stuff I've not taught you properly yet. So no pressure. I just want you to try, and we can see if you start enjoying it. Just like to see you really rise to the occasion.
Fuega.
Just this once. I wish I had the option of going to a school like that when I was your age. I wouldn't be working this boring job or living in this boring town, I'll tell you that.
Okay.
What was that? Was that the piece?
את לא תגידי לי מה אני אהיה! אני רוצה את החלום שלי. ואם אני לא רוצה לנגד על פסנתר, אז אני לא אנגד על פסנתר. את שמבינה אותי?
Don't answer that, Ben. You can talk to your friend after you practice.
בוא, נעים הרעה.
Oh my God.
אני רוצה לענות.
Is she really calling you again? What, is she obsessed with you?
שתקי.
So listen, I found a construct.
What are you doing? I explicitly asked you not to pick up the phone.
Oh, he's fine. Let him talk to her.
Oh, what do you know about anything that's going on right now?
Okay, you know, I'd appreciate it if you wouldn't raise your voice like that.
Well, then don't stick your nose into things that you're completely checked.
לא, למה מצמצתי? רציתי לשמוע את הריב.
Anubis, in the presence of Ma'at, who you remember is the goddess of truth and justice, would weigh the deceased soul against the feather, determining whether it was worthy of entering into her land of the dead. And what if they are deemed unworthy? Well, you can see that ugly fur ball under the scale?
Hey,
That
Mr. Kid. That's
she's got.
Look
Yes,
at it.
that's a she.
Hey.
The head of a crocodile, fur of a lion, see, and the body of a hippopotamus.
You want to
I would not
get
say that
in
to her
me
face.
a picture?
Now, as you can see, she is ready to devour
Oh my God.
any of the deceased who do not pass judgment.
אוי, הוא ימצא את זה בדוק.
Ew, why is he so scared looking?
אוי, שוט.
Slightly worried about
כתוב
having
in me,
to
נכון?
school just as he's starting to make friends.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the only reason she keeps coming here is to play that game you bought for him.
Okay, listen, I don't claim to understand the motives of children. But
אז אמא רוצה שאני נגן על פסנתר,
A real chance to be really
ואבא רוצה שאני אהיה מה שאני רוצה.
No offense at all. But I don't think
Wow.
you actually really understand what that is.
no, I suppose you're right.
Oh, Richard, please.
אני רוצה שאתה תעמיס. מה קורה? run away. מה זה שיתוק שינה?
Lights out. You need to be rested for tomorrow. Memory consolidates when you're asleep. So if you go to sleep now, you will awaken a master. Trust me.
וואו, אמא...
Turn the lights off.
Benny, Mom says turn the lights off.
Not Mom says, you say.
Benny, I say turn the lights off.
Sneak out, try to sleep, sneak out. לא בטוב תחת לחץ, sneak out!
Wow, didn't think you'd actually pick up. I'm a sticky for a baby. I apologize. Okay, so meet me out in the alley in T-minus...
You know, I'm really glad you're here.
Hey!
There's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. Or to get off my chest.
תתעמיס.
Okay. I don't think Kongsters is actually a really good game. My cousin Yoon, he was in town this weekend, and he was explaining how it's actually a ripoff of a really good Japanese game. He calls it a cash grab. So I'm sorry that I made you like it because it's actually a terrible game.
אוקיי, היא חופרת לי, אחי.
But I also think that if it was a really good game, maybe we wouldn't have enjoyed playing it as much. We would have been so focused.
הוא כל כך לא מרוכז במה שהיא רוצה, אחי.
Probably didn't sleep at all. Out in the cold all night. You're already feeling sick, aren't you?
כן.
It's okay. You still got this. I mean, all the practice had to count for something. Maybe just try and close your eyes now and get a little sleep on the way over. I'm going to play the recording so the sound of mastery can seep into your subconscious a little, okay? Close your eyes, Ben. We're going to be
יו, היא מעצבנת, אחי.
In your own time, Benjamin, we are very excited to hear.
אוקיי. אני מניח. אני לא אעשה פדיחות, אמא. אני בלז והצדק. Whoa.
Oh, okay. I think that's enough.
אמא?
So, Benjamin, why don't we plan on having you come back next year again, once you've had a bit more time to practice, yes? As you know, Burton isn't the right fit for every student, and I wish you the best of luck on your path, wherever it may take you, okay? All right.
מאכזב.
Maybe I pushed you too hard. Maybe I turned into my own father. I don't know. You have to find something to focus on. The world isn't very kind to people who aren't really good at something.
אמא, אני רוצה להיות עם חברה שלי בחוף.
We want him home from school for a while. Just until this nasty thing clears. Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office? There's a small clerical thing I need you to look at before I can let you two go.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll be right back, Benny, okay?
Just maybe 5 minutes, kiddo, okay?
למה אני בבית חולים? מה קרה?
It's such a crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
נשבע שאני לא ממצמץ לפעמים וזה קופץ. למה אני לא יכול לראות איך אני נראה? אבל אני יודע איך אני נראה, אני נראה טוב.
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school.
אני חולה? אמא, אני רוצה ללכת לעשות פיפי. זה פרודקטיבי? בסוף אני אהיה צייר. בוא'נה, איזה אמן אני.
You hear me? What's he doing? Why isn't your son eating with us, Al?
יואו!
No.
תראה מה סמים עושים.
Well, ever since he got sick, all he does is make art.
Mr. Benjamin Bryn has been awarded first place.
Art School application. עכשיו זה Art School?
You are not here to learn to be painters. You are here to learn to be artists. And although I was hired to teach you, it is a sham. There is no teaching art. סולדות!
פספסתי. יש פה נודליסט. שימו אותך פה.
Oh, how very wacky and fun these are. It's very zany, very kitsch. Lucky for you, the world is always in need of more greeting card artists.
זה משתנה לאט לאט. אבל הייתי צריך למחוק את זה, אוקיי. יש עוד אחד. מה זה?
There you go, Mr. Bryn.
הוא הופך את זה למאומנות מודרנית.
Feel each shape.
$2,000, מי קונה?
I want you all to take a long look at what Mr. Bryn has done here. You see, he has reached down deep within himself and created a masterpiece. I pray you have a strong hold on yourself, Mr. Bryn. For I fear a talent like these.
Okay. נראה כמו ציור של אח שלי הקטן בגן, כן, לגמרי. Oh my God.
I'm stunned. The ironic sincerity of this piece is so sincerely ironic.
He's flipped the discourse so thoroughly, I'm actually dizzy.
I know that lots of agents gave you lots of cards, and it all probably feels weird and alienating. The opposite of what being a starving artist is supposed to feel like. But if I can teach you one thing, it's that if opportunity knocks, you open the door. Making a living isn't selling out. I wish I had thought of it that way.
Don't worry. You're not selling your soul.
For Chloe. אני אחתום? אני מניח.
I've got a good feeling about you. We're going to make a lot of money together, aren't we?
To actually making some money with one's art. Lord knows I could never do it.
לחיים סבתא.
Ooh, that's good. So, now that you've made it, tell me, what are you going to do with it? Besides buying me fancy dinners like this every week, obviously.
במרתף.
Honey, stop. Is that
Oh my God. I think it is.
Of all places.
בונה, אני מטורף.
היי, הני.
תגידי כזה זקנים ולא יביאו יותר, דרך המשחק יהיה עצוב רצח. יש מצב.
Hey, Ben. Don't even pick up this call, okay? I mean it. I'm just calling to inform you that I went to the doctor today.
אוי לא.
And, well, I'm gonna be a little sick for a while.
הנה זה מתחיל.
But really, I don't...
Oh, Benny, I told you not to pick up. There's nothing you can do for me right now. All you can do is just keep painting, keep striving. You make that work of true genius. I can just tell you're almost there.
Ima?
So, I'm going to hang up the phone now, and you're just going to get back to work, okay? Goodbye, Benny.
אמרה שיש לה משהו, אחי. Oh my god.
But that's enough from me. Now, you'll hear from the person who I believe is the single thing in the world my wife is most proud of.
היא מתה, אחי.
Her magnum opus, so to speak. I think you all know who I'm talking about. Benny, you ready to come up here? Go on, B. Say something.
יו, זה עצוב, אחי.
What's wrong? Why aren't you talking?
אבא, זה קשה.
Hey, honey. Guess who's calling? Again. Look, you know I talk to big, important people who could change your life. Hey, Benny. Guess who's calling? Well, here's the call. We're finished. We're done, so kaput. It's over.
Wow.
Hey, B. Just calling to tell you. I think I'm selling the house.
Oy, lo.
She's everywhere here, son. I can't move without bumping into her. And then I just find myself breaking down again.
אחי, זה עצוב.
Take whatever you want. With your mother gone, I'm hoping to finally live without all the clutter.
I'm just so glad you got to speak to her one last time. I mean, I know she told you not to pick up the phone, but, well...
לא, באמת שזה עצוב. לצייר את הזיכרונות.
Look. It's unbelievable, Benny. It's like she's standing in the room with us. Like I can see her in the paint. I can feel her.
אני לא יכול, העיניים שלי דומות, אחי. אני לא יכול למצמץ, אחי. Inspired by the musical composition of his late mother, the composer Ellie Stevens.
Is that really you? It's Chloe, your neighbor.
Opa. Hi, Chloe.
Oh my God, I can't believe this. It's been years. I just walked through the entire show. It's unbelievable.
שעשו סיאנס.
I'd love to walk through it again with you. I mean, if you were down for that.
כן, למה לא?
I just can't believe that my entire childhood, I was living next to a bona fide genius. I should have guessed it. I mean, and your mom. I always heard her playing piano from next door, but I didn't know she... Hey, so, not to be forward, but what are you doing after this? I'd really love to catch up. I can't believe everything that's happened to you. I want to hear all about it.
מה זה, אחי?
Now would you look at that?
Ferryman.
Not believe my luck.
חזרנו חזרה?
You finally hit the jackpot, Flapjack. All the nobody nothings dying every day. You finally sink your hook into a... Oh! Well, there you are. Well, hello, sir. If I had realized, I would have cleaned up. I'm just used to fishing up a different class of soul. I mean, sure, I've had scientists, a couple college athletes here or there.
זה קשוח, משחק קשוח.
An internationally renowned painter? The gatekeeper's gonna eat you up. Hey, speaking of that, why don't we give your story a test run? Maybe you help me out with the word choice.
המשחק קוראים Before Your Eyes.
You know, I'm still working on that. See if I'm getting all the strokes right. The proper composition.
מעניין אם אני לא הייתי יוצא החוצה איתה עם קלוי.
Forget about it.
והייתי נשאר כאילו הולך לישון, אם הסיפור היה משתנה.
Gatekeeper! Before you stands the soul of a great man. Now, would you describe yourself as a happy kid or a lonely one?
איזו שאלה, אחי. Happy or lonely?
A jovial child or a solitary one?
אני חושב שהייתה לו ילדות די בודדה.
Not bad. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up as a strange, quiet child in an isolated seaside town. And, what'd you say your mom was? A composer or an accountant?
יואו, אני יכול לפרום משהו אחר לגמרי, composer.
His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant. How would you describe her as a teacher? More encouraging or demanding? Kind of like your champion.
זה מעניין.
Or more like a task.
אחי, זה משחק מטורף, כי כאילו נותנים לך לראות את זה מזווית של ילד, ומצד אחד היא כאילו מאוד עודדה אותו, אבל מצד שני גם היא לא נתנה לו כל כך לבחור. אבל אני חושב שכאילו... זה מעניין, נכון? אני חושב שהייתה די demanding. אבל גם הייתה מאוד כאילו מעודדת. אני לא יודע, אחי. אני אלך על encouraging.
Therefore, as his piano teacher, she was ever encouraging, teaching him to recognize the greatness within.
Mm-hmm.
How about that neighbor girl? Huh? What was she to you? Was she your best friend or first love? Be honest here. Don't be bashful, man. You can tell me.
אני חושב שהייתה best friend. עושים אותה בידידים, לא?
But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day.
נכון.
Now, from that moment forward, his mother gave up on him. She knew he didn't have what it took to be a truly great musician. But little did she know, she just picked the wrong medium, right?
נכון.
See, when he was 12 years old, he got sick, and he had to stay inside for an entire year. And in that year, he rediscovered a talent he'd forgotten. Painting. Sure, he loved finger painting as a child. Color and shape were the first languages he learned to speak. But for the first time, he saw it in a more serious light. He was accepted into an exclusive art school where he caught the eye of an esteemed professor who launched his work into the national spotlight. Now be quiet, all of you. With expectations on his career mounting, he stalled himself into bankruptcy, which turned out to be a blessing.
For it wasn't until he returned home to the house he grew up in that he began work on what would ultimately be considered his masterpiece. I said shut up, you scumballs! You lucky fowls!
מה זה הקטע הזה, אחי?
All right! I get it! I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I had assumed as much anyway. I should probably tell you, those things, they're not regular gulls. They're lyre birds. They're what becomes of souls who try to lie to the gatekeeper.
Okay.
And once they try that, they're never allowed near her city again. I get to feeling bad for not defending them right, so they just stay on with me. Living reminders of my oratory shortcomings.
זה משחק יפה.
Oh, yeah, good thinking. I'll be back to get you once I'm done with this one. Hopefully you won't be seeing him again.
טוב, הבלה, מה עכשיו? מוכנים?
You're a flea-bitten sap, you know that? Just look at him. Poor fool doesn't know.
אנחנו עולים למעלה? היי.
Now don't think that I haven't dealt with people like you. You're ashamed of something. Something so terrible, you're trying to blink right past it. Because if the gatekeeper knew, she'd have to dream up fresh new hells to punish someone as worthless as you. And I'm sure you're right. I'm sure you're the rottenest soul that I ever fished out of that black muck. And I should have thrown you back and sanitized my paw as soon as I laid eyes on you. But it's too late for that. We're in this together. And the gatekeeper, she'll see right through your fake lies as if they were glass. So I'm gonna ask you again to start from the very beginning. And this time, I want the truth.
Okay.
Not this.
Now play the C major chord I taught you. Remember?
Come on, keep blinking. I haven't found it yet.
Doesn't that make you feel happy?
צריך למצוא איפה אני שיקרתי כאילו?
told me when I was about your age, the only way to fight against time is to create a work of genius.
This. Stay here. What did your mother hear on that phone call? Keep your eyes open. I need to see.
לא מפחיד בכלל. אוי לא, העיניים שלי יבשות. אוקיי, אוקיי. נו! אחי!
Your eyes open.
אבל הן מתייבשות וזה שורף.
I'm getting it. Hello? Yes, of course. This is Elle, his daughter.
הוא מת.
Oh, what is it?
She knew she hadn't yet lived up to her father's expectations. And now, she never could. Let's keep going.
You really need to stay in time with the metronome, okay?
You were a prodigal talent. I get it. Let's move.
One would be eternally indebted.
What did you just say?
This isn't a trip down memory lane. Yes, I
יש גם את
understand
החלום
about
הזה
the cat.
שראינו
Let's
לפני,
keep-
נכון? הנה, פה. זה כאילו הטראומות שלי, שלו, שלנו. היה כאילו זה דם בחוץ מטפטף. זה נשמע כאילו משהו... אוי, אוי, אחי.
The death of those cats must have taught you a terrifying lesson. That simply being alive wasn't enough. So then you went to work to make yourself sensational.
Listen to him, Richard. I'm enlisting him in that competition.
I thought you said competitions took the joy out of playing music.
Not if you win.
I like hanging out with you a lot, which is weird because after what happened
Stay
with my mom,
here.
I never like hanging out with anyone.
I know you want to stay here.
I'm not worried about who you are, Benny. I'm worried about who you're going to become.
I get all this.
Hey, Elle, would you mind taking a quick walk with me down to my office?
וואי, אחי, איזה משחק מטורף.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this.
באמת משחק מטורף. אוי, נו, סליחה.
And one more time.
Staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer?
אוי, נו מה, אבל אני לא מצמצתי.
I swear to God, if you blink again...
Crucial time in his development. He shouldn't be confined to his room.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, having him home for a little means I can spend more time with him. You know? We can focus him, make sure he's staying engaged.
Can we please try to speak a little softer? I really don't want him to hear us talking about this. I mean, what's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point? What does that mean?
What's the point of any of it? If he's never gonna get any better.
זה שהייתי חולה, כאילו?
Okay. Let's not say that. Okay? We know we don't mean it.
I know I don't. I know.
I mean, what if he heard one of us saying something like that?
I'd never forgive myself.
It's okay. He's asleep.
אני שומע אתכם, אבא ואמא.
It's okay.
I see. You got sick. You howled at the moon, at the top of your lungs.
איך אני אוהב משחקים עם נשמה. אני מת על משחקים כאלה.
You were sick for a long time, weren't you? Sicker than healthy kids are supposed to get? Well, no matter how painful it gets, I need you to remember. We're all...
This isn't video game time. I want you to figure out something actually productive to do while you're home from school. Try writing with it. Well, hello, Benny. It was your grandfather's, but I used it in college to write lyrics. Exactly. It was very artsy. Actually, I was just good at fooling your dad. Made him think I was some kind of genius. Why don't you write the story of your life so far?
Ooh.
And then what you're going to do once you get better. That's the story I want to hear. Story of who you're going to become.
Great Life of Benjamin Brinks. וואי, מהפנט, אחי. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. His mother was a composer who, with the need to support her family, took a job as an accountant.
Man, this is wild. You really got into this, didn't you? Oh, here I am. But on the eve of his big audition, he completely dropped the ball, staying up all night with his best friend and blowing it the next day. Best friend? Okay, Benny. And you know, we really could have just slept on the...
You are going to be in there for about 30 minutes, so try to get comfortable.
זה MRI? אוי. היה לו סרטן?
You're doing great, buddy. Just a little longer, okay?
Knock, knock. You're gonna be so annoyed with me, but I couldn't help but overhear Chloe reading loud from what I think was your story the other night. I know. I promised myself I wouldn't eavesdrop, but I would really love to read it if you'd let me. What do you say? You know I can't.
Just go in there and tell him you loved it.
I'm sorry, I just can't. Not right now.
Okay, don't worry. Just go to bed. I'll talk to you.
היא לא אהבה את הזה?
Hey, B. Just want you to know that Mom loved your story. She's just, you know, I think it was just very emotional for her to read. But I thought it was great. I mean, look at this. His childhood was a lonely one, growing up a strange and quiet child in an isolated seaside town. I mean, I'm certainly bummed you feel that way. But what I want to know is, where'd you learn to write so well? All those cool words. It reads like Dickens. Really just very cool.
סיפור חיים הזה של היוצר של המשחק. Benjamin Bring was a loser. He was the worst Brin to ever live. Didn't even try to fight the disease inside him. He just laid down. יש מצב שהוא מת לפני שהוא הצליח להיות צייר?
try closing your eyes. It might help you remember.
So if he's ever in pain, all he needs to do is press that red button and the drug will administer itself.
Thank you so much. I know my wife would normally want to thank you herself.
No, I understand. It hits mothers the hardest, this sort of thing.
Thank you for understanding. It's been a rough one.
What the heck, אחי?
Hey, Eddie. Yeah, hey man, it's Richard. Listen, I know Elle's been missing in action, but I just want you to understand things have taken a really bad turn here. Yeah, no, that's not going to be possible. To be honest, your whole tone is pissing me off right now. Yes, I understand you have a business to run. It's a very cliche thing to say to me in a time like this. Okay. Well, then I guess all I can say is screw you too. I said screw you too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, that's all I got.
Abba?
Hey, this isn't funny, you know. What, you're too scared to talk to me? Well, just so you know you're faking. Because if you were really sick, like actually sick, you'd have told me already.
Forget it.
Danny, buddy, did you just throw something? Kinda.
I remember when you were just 4 years old. Mom was going through a pretty tough time. I mean, not as tough as now, but yeah, her music had been rejected, and she's having trouble adjusting to her quiet little life out here, and I feared that I was losing her. But then you played this on the piano, and your little
ראינו את אמא בהתחלה, ואז רואים את אבא.
She just couldn't believe how gifted you were. And once she heard that, well, it was like you brought her right back to me. So, I was wondering if maybe you could do that trick again.
Oh.
Try closing your eyes. See if you can remember.
איזה בחור הרב.
Wait, that's my bass. How did you figure out how to play that?
אחי, היה לו סרטן, אחי.
Keep playing, B. She's listening.
אני לא רוצה למצמץ בחיים. אני רוצה ליהנות מהרגע הזה. לא רוצה למצמץ, צ'אט. אתם תישארו איתי פה. תחרות המצמוצים. רגע מרגש כל כך. לא ממצמץ בכלל. אני יכול להחזיק מעמד. לראות את אמא מאושרת. ולי יש סרטן בדם. אני אמות מוקדם, שקלוי תישרף. כן. שיט, מצמצתי. וואי, המצב שלו על הפנים, אחי. רצו לי. Get well soon. אוי, איזה רגע. נשמע, המשחק הזה הופך להיות יותר ויותר עצוב, אחי.
What are you doing, Elle? She's gonna make you sick.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just so happy she's here. We've got to show this cat some real love. She's been through more than we can even imagine. Oh, her poor fur. Richard, we have to give Ernie a haircut, okay? She hasn't been over. Like, she didn't even care to visit?
No, I mean, I don't think he's told her.
And you're just letting that be?
I don't know her step. You know how Benny is.
She lost her mother a year ago. You knew that, right?
No, but what does that have to do with...
Okay, do we have her dad's number?
I don't know. Check the book.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Honey.
זה כאילו הכאב, לפי מה שאני מבין.
Oh my god, you're an idiot. You do realize this is really nothing special to me. I've seen this all before. I was thinking about what you said in the story the other day and how I reacted to it. I feel kind of bad. I shouldn't have done that. But hey, what are you looking at? Don't look up there. Look at me. I'm talking to you. I want to give you something. But I think I don't want to be in the room when you see what it is. So maybe if you close your eyes, I can give it to you and I'm gonna leave. Close your eyes now, okay?
טוב, אני אעצם את העיניים. You are my best friend. Love, Chloe. יו, אחי, אני לא יכול להזיז את העכבר, אחי.
What is that?
It's something new I'm working on.
אני לא מאמין שהוא מת.
So you're writing again?
It's just a melody that came to me. It feels good to play it.
It's sad.
Yeah, well, that would make sense. But do you like it?
I mean, yeah. I love everything you do.
What do you like about it?
Not this old trap.
Go on. I'm waiting.
Well, it made me feel like
Like if the unspeakable darkness I'm carrying can be so well expressed, maybe it's not so unspeakable. Nailed it, didn't I?
Yeah. I mean, that was pretty good.
הכל מתכווץ, כל מה שנשאר לו זה הכאב, כאילו. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. אין לו חשק לאכול כבר, הכימותרפיה גמרה אותו, אחי. לא. יואו, איזה מסכן.
I
know.
It's okay, Benny, I understand. There's no need to show me anymore.
No, Richard, it's like I can't breathe. Like there's this clamp on my chest.
I know. It's okay.
My God,
You know, for a
אחי.
while now, I've wondered if I'm just not a good enough storyteller. If I just don't have grand enough words, can't tell grand enough stories. But grand words and stories, I think they may be overrated. I know just what to tell her. Watch for her now. I've seen the gatekeeper take many forms depending on the soul I bring her. But once you see her, you'll know. Believe me.
כי לגמרי זפתה. אז כאילו כאן האמת זה שהוא פשוט מת ילד. מבינים? זה ילד עם סרטן, אחי. וואי, אחי, זה כל כך fucked up. סליחה, כן, אבל זה פשוט דפוק. רגע, אני צריך לעשות משהו? רק לחכות, לא?
There she is. Wish me luck.
בהצלחה חמוד.
Gatekeeper,
הסירה שאתה נמצא,
before you
סירת
sits the
צעצוע שלו.
soul of a child who died before he could
באמת?
grow
לא
old.
שמתי לב בכלל.
That means she's ready to hear your story.
You know, I never told you how much I loved your story. It's really so imaginative. And the person you wrote about is such an interesting and intense guy. My only issue was, well, I didn't like him very much. So, I wanted to read you something I wrote for you, which is about the Benny I've known for 11 years now. It's called The Great Life of Benjamin Bryn. Benjamin Bryn was born into an ordinary home, to an ordinary mother and father in a small town by the sea.
His mother was a composer, or at least that's what she dreamed she'd be.
So, when her own dreams didn't pan out, she began to dream for him.
But then, when he was just 11 years old, he got
sick and was forced to stay
inside for an entire year.
And in that year, he began to worry
that he hadn't lived enough.
So he made up a story
of the great life he thought he wanted to live, which only made him forget the great life
he had. How he had filled a new home with light and joy and promise. How he met a girl, his neighbor, who felt all alone in the world and made her feel okay again.
And how, even when he was sick, he still gave his parents hope. How he reminded them of exactly who they were.
After they had almost forgotten. So when he knew he was going to go, he was okay. Because he'd already lived a great life. A full life. And he was everything he wanted to be. Just as he was.
מה זה, אחי? פק לי המוח.
She accepts. Close your eyes now and keep them closed. She's gonna let you in.
אני הולך לגן עדן.
Go on.
אני הולך לגן עדן, צ'ט. אני מגיע לגן עדן.
Must be somewhere that he likes.
אני הולך לראות את אבא. אבא! אמא! סבא! סבא! אחי, זה נגמר, אני לא מאמין, אחי, אני לא מאמין. יואו, איזה משחק, גרי הדפוק, מה עשית לי, אחי? This game is dedicated to my father, Robert Hallworth, the man who taught me how to play. Will Hellway, creator and studio director. מה ידעת, זפתה? יואו, אחי. זה לא החיים שלו. איך הבנת שזה החיים שלו, אחי? הוא הקדיש את זה הוא הקדיש את זה למי ששיחק איתו. מי זה היה איתו? אבא שלו? החיים שלו הוא מת, הילד. איזה משחק, אחי. אם אתה לוקח by before your eye. כן, הבנתי את זה, גרי. יצאת משחק מגן עדן. מה זה וובקאם? יש עוד משהו אחרי זה? שמעון. טוב, זה היה אחלה משחק.